Final. Damn. I want to see your own video first because I'm not on my cell phone connection. It's not that strong. It's not like a. So I mean, I am recording this. So if it's not watchable now, it will be later. Hopefully, by the time I'm done. It's like this. All right. My mom did it. That's what. Food she could have told me. Okay, apparently so. Oh, y'all can hear me? Really? Oh, that's right. I never muted it. Not formally, anyway. Derp. We'll close that. See if that helps any. Okay, can y'all see me? How does it look on your end? Because I'm running on a cell phone connection and it's not exactly the greatest in the world. So I'm also recording this at the same time. So later on, once this is done, I probably just post the video afterwards. So it looks fun. Thank goodness, because I've tried to do live streams before and they have not gone well. So that's kind of nice to know it's working and everything. Yay for no lag. All right, but anyway, back to what I was originally doing this live stream before. It's about um, the allegations that came out and everything that and for me everything that I've seen so far, whether it was against him or for him, it's I've had a hard time trying to process all of this, and I really honestly don't know where to go with it or how to even begin to address it, because for one, there's a lot of people that have made up their minds already and they're saying he's guilty or no, he's innocent, he's been set up. And I've been going back and forth a lot in regards to this. And and honestly, I it's like how do I even begin to even process this? I mean, this is a guy who I would consider to be my friend and everything. He's done a lot of good things, and it's something like this kind of just was like, boom, hello. Um, it hasn't, it has not been easy trying to take all of this in. It really hasn't. It's stressed me out. I can't remember the last time I've ever been so anxious over something this major. Um, I guess what I'm I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't know what to do. I honestly really don't know what to do. This just the whole thing is just like wow. And it's it's like what do you do in this type of situation? Like how do you even begin to uh process this? Like one just I mean, especially with how how big of a following he has and everything that has it's I don't know, I don't really know how to talk about it. I really don't know who to talk to. I it's it's been rough. It's been rough to deal with. There's no doubt about that. It's been absolutely rough. Um, I think I think probably one of the I think probably one of the bigger concerns that I had in surrounding all of this has been um, just the reaction to it. I think the reaction to it. I mean, as far as whether you were supporting Kero or you were against him or whatever, it's I think one of the biggest concerns that I've had and what I've noticed is the 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 absolute the threats of violence, the outrage, people some people sending death threats to people and honestly this has been something that I've been thinking about is and something I want to ask is this where we're at? Is this what we've come to? And had it been me, had something like that had been maybe, and then maybe this is just me, but had something like that, someone had came to me with that information, I'd have just went straight to the cops. I wouldn't. I wouldn't have. I maybe would have told a few people. Probably, I wouldn't make it public like that. Something that on that scale about someone who has that big of a following, I'd have just went to the cops. But that's just me. I wouldn't have made it public. Um, because it's horrible. I mean, it's downright horrible. When I first saw it, I just was it made me sick to my stomach because it's like how like what how like and for me that's um I really don't know how to begin to I still and like I said, I really don't know how to process this. Um, there's a lot. I've talked to a few people. I've asked a lot of questions. I've looked around and see what people said on forums and on Twitter. It's overwhelming. It really is. Um, uh, but yeah, I think in regards to how some people have handled this, especially with the threats of violence and threatening to dox people, whether they were for or against, honestly, from what I saw, I honestly it's left me shocked, disappointed, and appalled that it's even gone down like this. And what I can't understand is one thing that or let me scratch that. And one thing I'm seeing right now is that well yeah, that I understand. That makes sense. I get that. That makes sense. But what that makes sense. I that's not a thing I'm into, never will be, and it's just way too of a taboo thing for me. Um, okay, but what was that? What the hell was I going to say? Oh, the I lost my chain of thought. I lost my train of thought. Where was I going with this? I think I was what was I going to say? I think I was talking about the hell was I going to say? I was what was I going to talk about? I was talking about something. Um, Well, obviously, I'm talking about Kero, but what the hell? Where was I going with this? Um, oh, where was I going with this? I lost my train of thought. Um, oh yeah, the reaction and what some people were saying. I'm honestly, it's left kind of a sour taste in my mouth the way some have reacted to it. Whether whether it's you're like I said, whether you're for or against him, or how or whether you're doxing him or whatever. Like these are things like this is something that honestly I would leave up to law enforcement. If there's an investigation going on, and I'm pretty sure by now there has to be, I would just leave it up to them. Just let them investigate, let them do their thing, and because that's what they do, and that's what I'm gonna just wait on. If there's an investigation, it's not gonna be immediate. It's gonna probably take time. Um, I want to wait and see if anything comes out, and I'll just if anything comes out from the police or from the news or whatever, I'm gonna just wait and see. I'm wait and see if that comes out. If it does, so but if it doesn't, then it is what it is. But I don't want to be kind of like I don't want to be subjected to that same reaction with those same reactions that I saw on Twitter the day that it broke, and then a few days afterwards with the threats of violence and the death threats and all of the and threatening to dox people. Like, come on, like, are you? Come on, there's no reason for that. No matter whether you're for or against him, it's insane. And honestly, it kind of makes the fandom look no more different than everyday life on social media, where a news report comes out about somebody did something horrible and people want to jump down his goddamn throat. And when they jump down his throat, whether in a defense or in a whether defense or a condemnation, and and it's I when I came into this fandom formally in 2014, I there like um none of this was none of this was, you know, it was never this bad, or at least to this extent, or at least from what I understand, it hasn't been. When I came into this because I thought it would be fun. Hell, I found this fandom by complete accident. And then it was by finding Anthrocon that I really got into being a furry. But and I think that was back in 2013. I found that Anthrocon was downtown, and that's kind of how it started. But it's been it's been almost come January. Come January 22nd. It'll be 5 years I've been in this fandom, and within the next few months, I'm finally gonna have a fursuit. Um, within and honestly, it's everything that I saw. If it can break down like this, I honestly, I don't think any community will be ever judgment free, and I don't think it ever will be. Um, but as far as this type of thing that just came out, as far as how major this was, if something like this major comes out again, go straight to the cops with it. That's it. If you want to tell a few people in private, that's one thing. But after what I saw, going public with this kind of information is not worth it. It's really not worth it. It's like several people who I've looked at a few different timelines and trying to figure out and trying to see what others are saying about it, and there's it's like so many stances already taken, and it's just been back and forth, and I'm honestly disappointed. I really am. It bothers me to a point where it's like I couldn't barely sleep last night. I had a hard time sleeping last night trying to figure out what the hell do I do, because this isn't what I signed up for. Um, um, but I think my official stance in this, I'm gonna wait to the police. I'm gonna wait for the police to say something. If the police come out and say something, then I'll follow that. It's probably gonna take a very long time for that, but I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to wait on that. I mean, I'll probably try to follow this as it, as it develops, but I mean, part of me says that I really don't want to, and I really, I think for the sake of my own sanity and all of the hateful comments and tweets that I've seen, it's like that's like that's a negativity that I really can't deal with. Um, and I honestly, I could have gone on honestly, I could have gone on a massive rant about, the court of public opinion really shouldn't be doing this, or people should wait. You know what? They're gonna do their own thing. There's not a damn thing I can do about it. There's not a damn thing anybody can do about it. The only thing I ask is continue to keep. Only thing I ask is continue is try to have a level head about it. Try to, stay calm and let the police do their job, because there was absolute, but there's some of the reactions I've seen that was unnecessary. It was appalling. It was anxiety inducing. It was absolutely madness. Absolutely madness. Um. Uh, I really don't know what else to. I really don't know what. I really don't know what else to say. But as much as if someone we know is doing these kinds of things, yeah, I speak up on it, but absolutely speak up on it. And definitely go to law enforcement if you think it's legit. Let them investigate it. Um, but after that, guys, I don't know. After this was what happened, I don't know. I've even honestly weighed kind of uh, limiting my own interactions with the fandom, which is kind of I'm already doing because, well, I'm kind of too broke to do anything. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna excuse for what he did if he's done it. There's no way you can. It's not defensible. There's no way that's defensible. Um, but I think, and there's this one quote I think I remember that I think I think it was one user Stone Kettle on YouTube on Twitter. I don't know if this was. I think this is what he said. If we want a if we want a better if we want a better nation, if we want a better society, then we need to be better citizens. And I think that can easily apply to this fandom. Um, if you find something out about someone that's questionable, and it's very questionable in nature, you think it's just outright wrong, and you think it's worth to go into the police for it, just go to the police for it. Go to the police with it. I honestly hope that with this, it wasn't just someone wanting attention to wreck someone's reputation, because that's clearly messed up. But I mean, at the same time, is it? At the same time, you gotta investigate it. That's why I say go straight. It's better to go straight to the cops with it. Uh, what else is there I wanted to say? Because I think there was a lot more I wanted to say, but I don't know the words to really say it. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. Is anything you guys want to ask me about this, or because I can't? I'm drawing blanks here. Um, I don't. I really don't know what else to say. Like this has been a like I but this has been a hard thing to deal with. Uh, and I'm probably repeating myself so much, probably because I'm not used to being on camera like this. It's something I have to get used to, especially if I'm trying to build up and relaunch my channel. Oh, you see, this is something here. Get used to them. And what do I think about Kero's so-called friends who abandoned him? I really don't know at this moment whether they stand for or against them. I think the people that are, taking sides in this are just doing what they think is right. That's my thing on it. I mean, obviously, there's going to be people that's going to want to stand with him. There's people that's not sure if they want to stand with him. There's people that are just saying, "Dude, we're done. That's it." But I want to wait but like I said, I'm gonna wait and see if there'll be a news story on it or a police report that'll come out. That's what I'm gonna wait on. I think that's probably just a better option to do. Than I just I can't see myself engaging in any of the calamity that has occurred already. I don't think it's healthy for me to. I stress out about enough right now. So it's probably that's probably the best option right now. Boy, I need some water. I'm not used to talking this much. I'm really not. Most of the time, I'm always quiet and keep to myself. So it's like when I'm talking for long periods of time, I need something to wet my whistle. Now I'm spilling water on myself. Put the cap back on this before I knock it over slide. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I guess on the positive upswing of things, it makes people. I think on the positive swing of things with this allegations, it does make people aware that hey, this is a problem. Hey, this is something we should deal with. Um, I don't know that I think maybe better. I think if something like this does come out, to just you know maybe not make it so public. Just go to the cops with it. Just go straight to the cops. That's what I would have done because I'm not. I don't want to be a target for all that. All be target for you know for any of that. Like I don't want to be the target for you know or any kind of threats of violence or nothing because one, I don't play that shit, and two, I will screen cap it and keep it and hold on to it for a while just so I don't forget. I wish I had thought about it. If I had really thought about it, I'd have put some links up to you know for well, I don't know. I'm not used to doing. I'm not used to doing this. This is probably the first successful live stream I've had. Because all the other ones I've done. If anybody has looked at my YouTube channel, I've got a few up there that and they're a little how you say they are kind of they ain't all that great. Let me see if I can get a link to it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Can I find it? Let me see. Why do I think everyone was so quick to pronounce Kero guilty with no real evidence? Hmm. Good question. Um, I think when I think in this, I think this is just everyday society. I'm kind of just this is just a hypothetical for me. I think usually when something negative usually comes out in the press, um, I think there's a lot of people that jump on it and say there's a lot of people that jump on it and say, hey, this guy is guilty. Um, and uh and some of the times I'm looking at some of these articles that are posted, whether on some of these news articles that are posted, and I'm like, okay, is this the start of it, or is it like what's like how did this come to be? Like, is this guy gonna go to trial? Is this guy accused? Like, is all of this like is this how far has this gone along? Like, what do they know now? How much is known? Excuse me. Um, I think there should have been I think there should have been more questions asked about this before, if anything else. I think a lot of questions should have been more asked. And there's a lot of people, and like I said, it's probably and there's a lot of people that kind of already made up their mind on it. So I mean, it's up to them what they want to do at this point. Because I think once this thing is said and done, either no one's gonna want to admit that they're wrong, that they were wrong, whether he's found to be guilty or innocent. Um, but yeah, that's why I said that's why I always say that's why I tell myself and I promised myself I wouldn't jump in on anything to be without knowing everything that was what happened first. And if there's a police investigation on it, if there's a police investigation that I saw, something similar, bro. Yikes. Um, that's rough. Wow. Um, what else is I gonna say? I think. Hold on a second. Ooh, it is. Let me see. What the hell was I trying? Oh, I was supposed to post my goddamn link to my channel. Hold on. What am I doing? Uh, I'm pretty sure that's not. Is that the right link? Hold on. Make sure. Make sure I'm putting in the right. Oh, that's probably why. Derp. I'm fucking up the URL. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. I think. Okay. Now that I figure out, where is it? Every day, put it. There we go. There be my YouTube channel. The thing, I think after this is done, I should probably tweak the layout I got on here, just so it fits me a little bit more. As much as all colorful and this is all nice and everything, I need to fix it so that it fits me. Yeah, some people are gonna judge him, some people are gonna deny everything, and others will be on the fence. I guess I would be on the. I guess if I had to say, I'd be on the fence about it. Uh, no, it doesn't change any of the thousands of messages and files leaked. It certainly doesn't. An ultimatum via Skype: go to the cops, turn yourself in, delete your YouTube channel, report it to the police. Hell, I'd have just gone straight to the police. That's what I'd have done. I just went straight to the police and said, "Hey, that's it. I'm just gonna go straight to the police and be done with it. Let them handle it. I wouldn't want to be holding on to anything like that because I don't want to. I don't want anybody sending death threats my way. And it's just because what's the gain from it? There's nothing to gain from it. What time is it? It's 12 o'clock already. Wow. Oh, boo! It's gonna rain today. TV's on in the background. It's like it's gonna rain today. Only gonna be 64 degrees. That blows. But yeah, this is Pittsburgh in the middle of, well, this is the beginning of fall now, isn't it? Oh boy, Kavanaugh here is still going on too. They're talking about that. Damn. Uh, I think on a positive note, I'll have my first week within a few months. I finally. Oh yeah, yeah, the weather and the weather around here does kind of suck. Because we're in an area where we can get all four seasons in one day, and that it could be a pain in the ass. Like it could be warm and sunny one section, cold and snowy the next. Yeah, yeah, Chris. There's a lot of people that think the same way. But I'm keeping myself on the fence. I'm gonna wait and see if there's a damn gnat in here. Damn gnat been flying in front of my goddamn face. Um, I don't know what else to really say. Um, I probably won't keep doing this for too much longer because I gotta because I'm going out. I'm going stepping out of the house a little later. So um, I figure maybe mm, let this go. Maybe another 10 minutes. Maybe another 10 minutes. I guess I can let it go for another 10 minutes. Um, hmm. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to really say. I kind of got everything out on my chest. Most of what I got on off my chest on here. Am I really excited for my first sit? Oh hell yeah! I am very excited for it. I got in. I who did I got on the list? I got on the makers list. I think a while back. I don't know how long ago it was, but I think there was a long queue. I've been on there for a while. Um, what was I going to say? Yeah, my maker Sparkle Creations, and I've already seen some work in progress pics, and it just looks amazing so far. Um, I'm gonna need to buy a ton of Under Armour, because there's no way I want to deal with sweat. I don't want to. Uh, there's so much I'm gonna want to do once I get my suit. I don't know when I'm gonna have it. Um, I think probably one of the biggest challenges for me right now is my weight's kind of fluctuating a little. Uh, well, actually, not a little. I lost 11 pounds in the last 2 weeks. So, I mean, hopefully there won't be, too many problems in regards to that. Um, but I mean, I, I, one thing hopefully I'm prepared for it. There's a lot I need to get. There's a lot I need to do. Um, and on who did I order my suit from? Sparkle Creations. That's my maker. That's my first suit maker. Yay for weight loss. Thank you. I still got a long ways to go, guys. I've spoken to about three different doctors, and they're all saying the same thing. I really need to start losing some weight. Uh, I don't know if anybody's familiar with I don't know if anyone's familiar with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. That's the main issue as to why I need to lose weight. When but I think what is it? Damn, I've been going 45 minutes. It's really been that long? That's a long time. I didn't think I would. I didn't. I didn't think. Boy, these last ships can certainly get away from you time wise if you're not paying attention. I see. Um, 45 minutes straight. I've been talking for 45 minutes straight. That's gotta be a record because I've never talked for this long. Yeah, we're not gonna know till the investigation's over. That's definitely for sure. That's why said, and I'll say it as many times as I have to. As much as I hate repeating myself, I will say it as much as time. Wait for the investigation to come out. That's probably the best thing. That's probably the best thing anybody can do in regards to this situation. And that's what I'm gonna do. Well, Chris, you're doing what you think is right. I can't knock you for that. I won't knock you for that, and I don't think anybody should, whether you're against him or for him. I don't because everyone because they all think they're doing what's right, and I won't knock people for doing that. What I won't condone is the threats of violence, the death threats, and wanting to dox people. I will not condone that. I don't think it's appropriate. It's not even remotely funny because there can be real life consequences for that. There can be real life consequences for that, and there's no excuse for any of that. Okay, what else is there for me to see? Who's texting me? Oh, jeez. I should. I should probably call my grandmother back. She's calling me like, "Is everything okay?" Like, yes, ma, everything's okay. I promise. Just getting some things off my chest in a live stream. Um, hold on 1 second. No, it's not right to threaten anyone at all. At all. I don't find it. I don't find that shit funny. Because one, I think here in the United States, you threaten to kill somebody. Can y'all just hold on for 1 second? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got that taken care of. Um, I think I'll go maybe 10 more minutes. I'll let it go to maybe close to an hour, and then I'm gonna end this. But but like I said before, if anything like this comes to you, this information, go straight to the cops with it. If you want to talk about it with amongst a few people or whatever, do so privately. Don't talk about it publicly because obviously it spreads like fucking wildfire. Um, and I don't want anybody to be subject themselves to any kind of uh, you know unnecessary threats or whatever. There's it's just I don't find that's not excusable at all. Um, honestly, we I think after all this is said and done, I think we'll be fine. Honestly, I think the people in the fandom will be fine. Even Kero was a very very popular furry in amongst us, and yeah, this is a big thing that dropped. But if I think if we want to prevent these types of things from happening, and and say, hey, we're not going to tolerate this. We need to be better about it. There's no question. We need to, if someone is actively doing this type of thing, try to get help for it or whatever. Um, and if an allegation comes in your hands, go to the cops with it. I What else is there I can say? Let's try to remember. Let's try to remember why we. Let's try to remember why we even became into this fandom in the first place. I know I came into this fandom because I wanted to have fun and get the hell away from everyday stresses of life. But I mean, even then, I still have to go back to it because life. Uh, just please, for the sake of sanity, don't. Uh, what's the word I'm trying to? What's a good way of saying don't go batshit crazy whenever something this major drops? Um, I don't know what's the words. I don't know. I'm trying to find the words for it. You know, honestly, I don't know if even if he is proven innocent. Um, I don't know. Something like it's and I've seen episodes of Law and Order or SVU where a guy has been was falsely accused and arrested and incarcerated for something, only to come later that you know, he that he's not the guy who did it and he was released, but it doesn't matter what he no matter what he does, he can't go back into whatever he wants to do. Something like that ruins people's lives. It follows you for the rest of your life. And if you're found, honestly, if you're found innocent, honestly, if you're found innocent of doing something, you really had nothing to do with it and didn't do the things that you were accused of. I don't. It probably shouldn't. It really shouldn't follow you. Um, I mean, but if you are guilty of it, yeah, it's gonna follow you for the rest of your life. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. It's a done deal. Um, yeah, I don't think we'll, but I honestly don't think we'll know till then either the news if someone breaks in the news or the police decide to come out and say something about it. Because I don't think because this didn't involve just him. I think this was something that spanned several different people all over the country. So, um, if anything, I do wonder if if there were reports in other cities and they're all corroborating the same thing. It I don't know. Maybe it'll go to a federal case. I don't know if maybe the FBI will handle it on something on something this massive of a scale. Because it probably would something like this I think would span different states and it involves more than just one person and they all don't live in the same area. I guess that's why that's why we need to wait. I think we just need to wait on an investigation or a news story to break. That's probably the best. That's like I said, that's the best thing we can do. Um, hmm. What else is there for me to say? There's a lot I can probably say. I just don't know what else is there I can say. Dry mouth. At this rate I'm talking, I'm gonna need some biotin. 12:21. Okay. I think maybe I'll just end. I think I'm gonna probably end it here, and I'll leave every all of you with one final thought that that if we if we want a better fandom, and if we want to better protect people, then we need to be better furries. Uh, if anything like this comes out again, discuss it privately on what to do. Take it to the cops. Let them handle it from this point forward. Say nothing. Just don't go public with it, especially after how this went down. I don't see anything. I don't see any more good coming out of going public with you know something this massive anymore. I just don't because it's not worth the heartache. With that being said, I'm gonna end this here. Um, I feel a little bit better than getting this out. Um, it's gonna be it's gonna be a long ride. Um, on the bright side of things for me, if things are starting to look up. I have a chance of you know finding a new job, and I might be moving again. So I might be moving out of this tiny apartment again soon. Um, things are slowly gonna look up. I wouldn't despair too much. If anybody sees this afterwards, sees this live stream afterwards, I wouldn't despair too much. I think we'll be okay. I think we will be. Um, just don't be afraid to do the right thing. Don't ever be afraid to do the right thing. All right. I will see you guys another day, another time. I gotta get the hell up and move because this is I'm starting to get stiff. I need to get out. I need to get up and move. My legs are starting to hurt. But that I'll see you guys next time. Oof.